بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. So inshallah, we've covered quite a bit of information and we finished off the phrases. So we'll be recapping sections 1, 2 and 3. So if you have a look here, this is what we've done so far. Section 1 was words. Yes. Section 2 was sentences. And section 3 was phrases. And we break down each one of them and go over the main parts of each of these sections individually. Yes? Okay. Section 1, these 3 headings we had. What did we have? Nouns, verbs and particles. So, and what are words called? Kalima. And we said kalima are 3 types. Ismun, fa'alun and harfun. And regarding that, we made a note that Ism has 4 characteristics, which are, what's our cheesy code to remember Ism's characteristics? Ding. For verbs, voting, and for harf, there was no character. This is 2 characteristics. So ding and voting. Okay, so I got a bit of a blooper there. So ism, ding, definite, indefinite, i'rab, number and gender. So regarding definite and indefinite, it's either going to be ma'rifah or nakira. How do you know if it's ma'rifah? Alif lam or a name. Alif lam or a name. What else was ma'rifah we learned afterwards? That's always ma'rifah, without having alif lam or being a name. The ismul ishara. The ismul ishara. When we say hada, is that not known? If we say the man, we know that, innit? If we say this, so the ismul ishara also ma'rifah. So that didn't come at the beginning. Because if I said at the beginning, in the first days, like, what's ismul ishara? So it comes in later on. There are a few more things that I didn't get later on. What else is ma'rifah? The mudaf ilayh. Remember that? If the mudaf ilayh is ma'rifah, the mudaf also becomes ma'rifah. Okay? So that also becomes ma'rifah. Yes? Okay? Right. Nakira? How do you know if it's nakira? It's tanween and it's not a name. That's going to be that. In terms of gender, we have mudhakkar and we have mu'annath. Mu'annath, it'll have what? Ta marbuta, or natural gender, like mother, sister, or the Arabs have used it, you just have to learn them by heart. And we've symbolized these in the vocabulary with this meme tha sign mu'annath. Yes? Then you have number, which is going to be either mufrad, muthanna, and jama'. Muthanna can either be, the jama' can either be salim, sound, and that's either mudhakkar or mu'annath. How do you make mudhakkar salim? How do you make a mudhakkar salim? Una or ina. And how do you make mu'annath salim? Atun or atin. Yes? Correct? Jama' mukassar, the broken plural. There are no rules, just remember them. In i'rab, what are the 3 i'rab? Are you sure? Marfu', mansub and majroor. Yes? So this was our first section. When it was very easy still, very simple. And it is still simple, but it's adding on more to it. So definite, indefinite, i'rab, number, gender. Ding is our code for that. And we have here alif lam, name, ismul ishara, mudhaf and ma'rifah. These are all what? Ma'rifah. The rest of tanween is nakira. Mudhakkar mu'annath. Mu'annath is 3 times, either the ta, natural gender, or just the Arabs have used it as feminine. Just say khalas. And then jama' salim and jama' mukassar in terms of number. And in i'rab we have marfu', mansub and majroor. Okay? In terms of Arab, this is our Arab table. The first 6. So, a mufrad word, what happens when it's marfu'? What does it have? You seem excited. Ji. Oh, gee. Who can help? We need some help here. Our student is struggling. Ji. Dhamma. For example, kitabun. When it's mansoob, what does it become?
It has
I can't hear. What's it going to be? Anybody can help. Anybody can help. Mansoob has a fatha. For example, kitaban. When it's majroor, it's going to have a kasra, and it will be kitabin. Jama' mukassar, broken plural. Same. Dhamma, kutubun, kutuban, and kutubin. Al-muthanna, marfu' state will be ani. And mansoob majroor state will be aini. I think we stick with tarkeeb. We'll leave this for somebody else. G. The jama' mudhakkar salim, what's it going to be? Una. A mansoob majroor state is going to be ina. The jam'ul mu'annas salim, a. What's it going to be? SOS. Atun. And mansoob majroor is going to be atin. Good. Ghayr munsarif, when it's marfu, is going to have what? One dhamma only. Okay? And when it's majroor and mansoob, it's going to have one fatha only. What words are ghayr munsarif? Yeah. So what's the category for this? Like Ibrahim is ghayr munsarif, but what's the category? Like what words are ghayr munsarif? Is it so non-Arabic names? Non-Arabic names. What else? Good. Female names. And yeah, fa'lan, and plurals with alif plus 2 letters or plus 3 letters. There's alif in it, like yeah, and af'ila has an exemption. Af'ila.
And male names with alif.
Hmm?
Male names.
Yeah, male names. Remember the code? I forgot what code. Remember the code? Who remember the code? For names. No? Nobody remember my cheesy code? Maybe they are cheesy. So nobody remembers them. The Prophet's grandfather, his mother, the first Khalif, second Khalif, third Khalif. No? So ghayr munsarif names, if you remember them, is what? The Prophet's grandfather's name is what? Ibrahim. So non-Arabic names. Prophet's mother's name is Amina, which means feminine names. Ahmad, names on the pattern of a verb like af'alu. Then second Khalif is Umar, so word on the pattern of fu'al. And the third Khalif is Uthman, so names with. Do you remember that rule? No? No, it's not in your book. Okay. Yeah. It is in the Nahwa notes. Okay. Yeah. And for plurals, who taught what where? The Anbiya taught knowledge to the ulama, who passed on to who taught in madaris. No? Let's see. No, it's not in here. It's not even an edited version. Okay. So what we do, okay, maybe I explain it somewhere else. So a code you can use to remember is to remember Ghayy Munsarif. So if you go back to your notes, we have what? We said the Ghayy Munsarif. Alright? So to remember the Ghayy Munsarif, what we can say is a code to remember this. So we have it here, we have a list. Okay, we say, well, some names are Ghayy Munsarif. Okay? Okay, we did it very briefly here. We didn't do it in detail here. That's okay, that's fine. I forgot what we did here. Okay. Okay, just stick with what we have in the book here. Some names, some plurals, and some adjectives. Okay? Some names, some plurals, and some... So some names, some plurals, and some adjectives. Okay? Yes? Those are Ghayy Munsarif. Okay. Asma'ul Khamsa. First of all, what are the Asma'ul Khamsa? Yeah, what are them? Five names. Abun, Akhun, Hamun, Famu, and Dhu. What's the Arab of these? When they marfu, they have wow. When they mansoob, they have alif. When they majroor, they have ya. Good. Al-ismul manqus. Fatha wa ya. Kasra. Any word that has a kasra followed by a ya. When it's marfu', it has two aspects. When it's marfu', what will it be? The dhamma won't be seen, it will be hidden dhamma. So in ma'rifah form, it's going to be thamani and thamanin. It's going to be thamani and thamanin. In mansoob form, the alif will be visible. Thamaniya or thamaniyan. And in majroor form, it will be a hidden kasra. Thamani or thamanin. So here, the dhamma is hidden. In here, the kasra is hidden. And ism maqsoor, what do we say ism maqsoor? It's like mabni. But what do we say? The dhamma is hidden in marfu state. You have al-huda, when it's ma'rifah, and hudan when it's nakira. Mansoob state and majroor state. In all three, they remain the same. Okay? And mabni, they remain unchanged. Hada, hada, hada. Correct? Yes? Everybody with me? So this is the summary of the nouns. So I have definite, indefinite, i'rab, number, and gender. And in i'rab, this table, you need to know it. This is like a standard. Yes? You need to know this inside out. Because once you know this, so basically once you know this table, and then you learn what's marfu, what's mansoob, what's majroor, then you just apply the rule. This word is fa'il, so it's marfu. What kind of word is it? Asma'ul khamsa, it'll have a waw. This word is a mudafun ilay, it's majroor, and it's a ism maqsoor, it'll have a hidden kasra. So you just apply downwards and across. So if you know the table, then you can apply accordingly. In terms of verbs, it has how many characteristics? 5 characteristics. And the cheesy code is voting. So voting, okay, let's go. T is for what? Tense. So you have what? Al-Madi, Al-Mudari, and Al-Amr. We haven't done Al-Amr as yet. Okay. And then you have I for I'rab. And I'rab is what? The Fi'l al-Madi is mabni. It never changes. Fa'ala remains fa'ala, fa'ala remains fa'ala, etc. And what changes so far? The Mudari. What 3 states can the Mudari come in? Marfu'. Well, Mudari is mu'rab. And it can either be what? Marfu', mansoob, or Not majroor, but majzoom. When does it become mansoob? One example. When it has what before it? Lan. When does it become majzoom? It has a lam before it. Affirmation and negation. What are the two categorizations of affirmation and negation? The Arabic words. Come on, you can pull it out somewhere from the cobwebs in your brains. Come on. Muthbat and manfi. Good. Gender of the verb. So that's the affirmation and negation. Gender. What's the gender of the verb? Mudhakkar or mu'annas. How do you know if a verb is mudhakkar, a fa'il madhi is mudhakkar or mu'annas? The ta sakina at the end. And the fa'il mudhari, sorry, it should come here. And the fa'il mudhari, ta at the beginning. That makes a verb mu'annas. Voice, that's a V, the vo. Okay? It can either be what? Fa'lun, ma'loom, or fa'lun, majhool. Correct? Fa'lun ma'loom, or fa'lun, majhool. Understood? Anybody following? Yes, is it coming back? And in terms of harf, we have two categorizations. It's i'rab, and i'rab's verb harfs are always mabni, they never change. And then the next thing I have to look at is governance. Does it cause a change to the word after it? So if it causes a change to the word after it, it will be amil. If it doesn't cause a change to the word after, it will be ghayru amil. Correct? Anybody following? So our section 1 is complete. Ism, you need to know ding. In verbs, you need to know voting. And harf is a GI or whatever you want it, IGGI. The governance, and it's i'rab. And i'rab is always mabni, so mainly the governance. Okay? Then the second part we have to look at is sentences. Sentences can either be jumla isfa'liya or they can be jumlatun what? Ismiya. Fa'liya or ismiya. Understood? So, jumla ismiya or jumla fa'liya. Jumla ismiya made up of what? Mubtada'an. Are you sure? Mubtada'an. Khabar. Okay. What can you add to a mubtada before the mubtada? Sometimes what comes before the mubtada? Anybody? Harfun naf, you know, with negative separately. For emphasis. That's coming up later on. Lamul ibtida. You can have lamul ibtida. Then you can add kana, laysa, or ma and nafiya. Then the mubtada becomes what? What's it called? Okay, what's the i'rab of mubtada? Mubtada'un an khabarun marfu. Both marfu. When you have a kana, laysa, or ma, what's the mubtada called? Ism. What i'rab does it have? What's it going to be? What's the i'rab of the word after kana? Al-ismu. So the ismu. And the khabar becomes mansoob. Yes? Got it? And if you have inna, the ism becomes what? Mansoob. And the khabar becomes marfu' with dhamma. What can you add to create more emphasis in here? Lamun muzahlaqa. And la linafil jins. What happens? What comes after it? Ism. What's particular and specific about the ism of la linafil jins? That's a khabar. What about the ism? Pardon me? It comes mansoob, but how is it special? How is it different to this one? It only has one fatha. One fatha, no alif lam. No alif lam, no tanween. Okay? So this is like no alif lam, No alif or lam, or no tanween. That's why it's special. Okay? And the khabar is going to be, as you said, it's going to be a shibul jumla. So this is a jumla ismiya. So this basically on its own, with kana, laysa or ma, with inna harfu mushabbahun bil fa'il, or la inna fil jins. So one original form and 3 variations. Make sense? Everybody following? Any questions? Okay. Jumla fa'liya. What do we have with Jumla fa'liya? What does it start with? Fa'l. The fa'l can either be what? Ma'lum or majhul. After the fa'l we have, what state is the fa'il in? Marfu', mansoob, majroor. Marfu'. What comes after the fa'il? So from here onwards, everything is going to be what? Everything from here onwards is going to be mansoob. What's the first one after fa'il? Maf'ulun bihi. If it's a fa'ilun majhul, then maf'ulun bihi becomes what? Na'ibul fa'il. This is also going to be marfu'. Yes? Then you have, what's maf'ul bihi? What does it show? Object. Maf'ul bihi thani? Second object. Maf'ul fi? Time or place. Maf'ul mutlaq? What's maf'ul mutlaq? It describes the fa'il. It describes the fa'il. So, a few things. Emphasis or description. Pardon me? Number of times. So emphasis, description, number of times, the tool used for the action, or the material, or maf'ul mutlaq. Maf'ul lahu, reason. Hal, state, condition. Tamyiz, clarification. Mustasna, exemption. What from these are masdar? The maf'ul mutlaq and maf'ul lahu are what? Are? These are masdars. And from the maf'ul mutlaq, maf'ul lahu, hal and tamyiz are going to be what? Nakira. This is a nakira. Got it? And the mustasna can come in how many forms? How many purposes? Exclusion or emphasis. Exclusion, exemption. What word do we use? Exclusion or exemption? We use exclusion. We call it exclusion. We call it exclusion, I think. Yes, we call it exclusion. I got exemption here, the same thing. Exclusion or exemption. Good. How do we create emphasis in a jumla? So when we're creating emphasis, we either create emphasis on the entire sentence, we either create emphasis on the verb, or we create emphasis on a single part of a sentence. How do we create emphasis on an entire sentence? We have one of 3 things we can do. We add inna, harf mushabbahun bil fa'il. We add lamul ibtida, or we add lamul muzahnaqa. So one of these 3 things we can use to create emphasis in the entire sentence. Inna, lamul ibtida, or lamul muzahnaqa. How do you create emphasis on the verb? We either, in the past tense, we add what? Harfu tahqiq, qad, or we add qad with what? Lam. In the future, affirmative, lamul ibtida and noon tawkeed, la yasumanna. Yes? And for negative, we add lan. So it's negative particle, but along with emphasis. You following? To emphasize a single part of the sentence, you front it, you bring it at the beginning, you add harfu hasr with a negative particle, harfu hasr plus harfu naf. Yes? Or you add innama. So in all of these, what happens? It creates emphasis on a single part. In here, the emphasis is on this word. In here, the emphasis on the word after illa. And in here, the emphasis on the last part. Yes? How to create negative in Jumla Ismiya? In plus illa. In Zaydun illa. Ma Zaydun maridan. Or laysa Zaydun marida. So either you add in, ma, or laysa. What do these do? These create emphasis. Sorry, these are what? Negative. Past tense. How do you create negative in the past tense? You add what? Ma kana. It's called Jumla Ismiya. So ma kana makes it past tense. Yes? You got it? How do you create negative in the Jumla Fi'liya? For past tense, use lam. Lam yadhab. Zayd did not go. Or use ma. Ma dhahaba Zaydun. We can also use ma with what? Present tense. But that when you have ma with present tense, it has to be which tense? Is not going or does not go. And la is present tense and also future tense. Zayd will not go. And lan is future tense, negative plus emphasis. So lam is only past. Ma can be used for present or future. Sorry, present or past. And la can be for present or future. And lan is only for future. Got it? Make sense? Understood? So now we've summarized words and we've summarized sentences. So Jumla Ismiya in words, ding, verbs, nouns, ding, verbs, voting, harf, gi. Sentences, mubtada khabar, plus additions of kana, laysa or ma, or inna, or la inna fi jins. And Jumla Fi'liya, the fa'il, fa'il, then all the mansubat. And then how to create negatives, how to create emphasis. Yes? Coming back. Subhanallah bihamdi subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.